Now that we have vectorized our data, vectorized our features, we are ready to train our machine learning algorithm. But before that, let's do feature engineering. So how is it important? So we have just created vector out of the features that the data directly has given us. In our case, we have vectorized all the unique words present in the corpus and created a document term matrix out of that. And we also saw 3 techniques of vectorization. But something which makes the algorithm learn even better is feature engineering, where we create new features which are not directly visible to us. But here we will use our domain knowledge about the data that we have and make some new features out of that. So here I am emphasizing on creating new features and transforming existing features. So for creating new features, I mean one important factor that may be helpful in classifying a text message as spam or ham may be the length of documents. It may be possible that the longer text messages are more likely to be a spam than smaller text messages. So it can be one such feature. So these are not directly given by the data to us. We are using our knowledge. Then there can be another feature like what is the average word size within each text message or document. So is there some relation between spam and ham on that? Then maybe that spam messages use too much of punctuation. So if we look at what percentage of characters in a given text message is punctuation, that may be a useful feature for determining whether the text message is spam or ham. Another could be how frequently the words within that document are capitalized. Are these properly capitalized or not? So that can also be an indicator. And then there can be many more such features that all depends on how well you understand the data. Then we can also transform the data, and that would likely make your machine learning algorithm work better. So one such common transformation is power transformation. For example, we do x square or square root of x or maybe x cube or some other power of x. So these can be power transformations. Then we can do standardization of our data. So for example, we may have some data and on normal scale we have 0, 10, 20, and we see that the data is too much skewed and there is a long tail in it and most of the data is here. So we can do some log transform on this and bring it, distribute it somewhat uniformly on that new scale. So it may be 0.1, 1, 10. So this looks much better than our original data. So we have changed the scale of that original data and that looks much well distributed. And then we can do normalization. So by this we mean we have 100 features, but they are on different scale. One ranges from 0 to 1, whereas the other can be from 1,000 to 1,000,000 range. So sometimes bringing those data to some common range, maybe 0 to 100 or 0 to 1, those kind of things, then our algorithm is more likely to learn better than a non-normalized data. So this is just a brief introduction of feature engineering. It's a very big field. And in the next video, we will see some examples of these feature creations in our code. And then we will also, in the further video, we will do the feature evaluation. That is, we will see whether our feature is able to get some distinction between the spam or ham classifier messages or not. So we will do some plotting and then see how well it's able to distinguish them. So see you in the next video. Thank you.